Hello, everybody. It's me, your host, your best friend, your dungeon master. I'm not Griffin McElroy. I'm Patrick Scarborough, and I am here with some of my good friends and a new friend for episode. Shit, what is it? Is it set? It's 16.
16?
16?
Yeah.
Yes. Please, God. It's like we literally are recording two of these in a row, and I know that this one is the next one, but somehow we get to the number, and I get real scared, and I don't know what to do. Anyways, we have returning graveyard troll, Golgari grave troll, Zach. Been a nightmare hanging out in the bottom in my seat because OBS deleted my scene, so I got to redo them, and I'm challenging fate, and I'll probably be punished for it. I moved out of my bottom corner spot. Then returning again is Queen Witch Backstabber Aury.
It's your girl.
Is over there, and then we also have a new friend, Jason. Go ahead and wave, everybody. The fun thing about Jason is that he sounds indistinguishable from Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And now that I've
Peter Parker here.
Yeah, so now that I've planted that, so 50% of the people who heard you say that was like, wow, oh my God. And the other 50% are like, hey, I don't sound like him at all.
Yeah.
And then over the course of the show, they're going to be like, why am I watching Spider-Man play magic?
Yeah.
But yeah, Jason is a good buddy of mine from my stream, which you should all watch. And was part of the big wave that got into magic when we started making magic content. And he was jumped at the opportunity when slot was open, and I appreciate you being here because otherwise we could not record.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting to show you the sauce.
Yeah, and I imagine it'll be fun. I can't speak to it because I'm really afraid of your commander. But before we get into the episode, Cameron will edit in a thing you can click to, or maybe he won't because maybe I'll do this very quickly, and I don't want you to click through it. I'm going to start doing some announcements at the top of the show because that shit is important to keeping us on the air and appreciating the people that do work for this show. And I want to make sure that you all know that and how important it is to us now that we've started to get a little community of viewers here. Shout out, Aury, who's your boy?
It's John Bros. It's my guy.
John Bros.
John Bros the groupie. Love that guy.
John Bros, you're the commenter of the week. That's probably not going to be an ongoing thing, but you're the first one that came to mind. So there you go, John Bros. You've left an impact. No, but the thing we are doing is a patron of the week, and maybe we'll just have the words appear. Maybe we'll steal the command zone thing. Josh Lee Kwai will not let me do that. That's probably... He's so legit with his stuff. There's probably some intellectual property debate, so I won't do that. But no, I do have a Patreon. The link is in the description. As always, we'll put it up on screen as I'm talking about it right now. It's also in the very end of the video. But if you didn't know, you can support me. You can support the show. You can help me continue to make this and all other sorts of things, as well as making sure that Cameron, our fantastic editor, gets his due, and that we can really stay on the air. Because as much as I would love to say we can't be motivated by money and just want to play our game together, we literally would not be able to continue doing this if people didn't support us, and you can help make sure that that's going to continue going. Also, we're going to be doing an Ultimate Masters giveaway thing that I'll probably talk about more tomorrow, but you'll see an episode further from now because that's how time travel works. So I want to give a shout out to our patron of the week, and our patron of the week is... I believe I'm getting the name correctly, and it'll be really embarrassing if I don't. It's Julie McConnell. Julie McConnell, thank you for supporting me on Patreon. Everybody, yeah, Julie kicks ass. We never got to interact a whole bunch, but they were right at the same time that I was, and I believe they were UX or UI designer. I'm embarrassing myself with every turn, but the point is, one time they asked for my opinion on something, and I went to their desk, and I got to look at what they were working on, and it was like peering into fucking Cerebro. I paled in comparison, my puny intelligence, and they're just sort of like, oh, I'm just going to make all this shit look amazing and intuitive. Can you just look at it and tell me, what do you think? And I was like, oh, it's great. I don't know what to say. It looks amazing. So, Julie, you kick ass. And then speaking of my editor, Cameron, I wanted to make sure that you all know Cameron Hill is my good boy, longtime BFF. From way back in the teenage days, and he is the editor for this show. He's a fantastic editor. I don't give him enough work. I need to give him more work because he literally is just one of the best dudes I've ever worked with in this realm. He works on, and I I'll fix this for the next one, literally by tomorrow. I believe he either DMs or is a part of a podcast. It's called the Coventry Podcast. It's at Coventry Pod or at the Coventry Pod on Twitter. You can check it out. It's a real play D&D podcast that releases every other Sunday. I don't know which Sunday cycle that is, so y'all have to Google it. I'm looking at the website right now, trying to make sure that I know what it is. But yeah, twitter.com/CoventryPod, and you can check it out there and all of the great stuff that he does. I've been getting into real play podcasts, which means, Cameron, I'm coming for that adventure. I am hungry for your podcast. And as things go on and we do these shout-outs, I'll be able to tell you if it's any good. It's probably very good. And lastly, before we move on, and I stop talking and I let someone else take it, I want to let y'all know about Carlo Spicone, also known as Fishbeard. If you all love, as I do, the art that appears at the end of every video or the thumbnails that appear at the beginning of every video, along with the custom headshots that he has done for like 11 to 15 of me and my close friends at this point, his unique art style is amazing. I love him. And he doesn't even do this like as his real thing, as his real shtick. He's like a cartoonist, illustrator guy. You can find him at artstation.com/Carlos Spicone. I believe he has a Tumblr. It's Fishbeard on Tumblr, unless he's embarrassed of that Tumblr, in which case we won't put it here. But I've said it now, so you can Google it. But if you really want to. He loves Sonic the Hedgehog, loves Pokemon, loves all sorts of really fun, goofy stuff. His art style has never been replicated anywhere that I've ever seen. But shout-outs to Cameron and Carlo for their work. Anyways, now that I've gotten through the first shout-outs, we'll do them much faster every time from now on. But Zach, you're back. You're playing a deck that we, even though we've played it together in real life, we haven't seen it yet, sort of. So dive in, tell me about where it came from, how this deck came to be compared to your other Sultai shenanigans, and what it is that you're going to be doing today.
Yeah, so Muldrotha herself was born as the child of Multani, and this deck was born
I don't mean the lore.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. And the deck was born as the sort of child of Mimeoplasm, where I basically got to a point with Mimeoplasm where I had half stuff just dirtling around doing graveyard stuff, and half being reanimate or one-shot kill you, and I just realized all I wanted to do was dirtle around with graveyard stuff. So Muldrotha took the reins. Mimeoplasm is still on board, however, and still willing to come back and be whoever we decide is best at the time. But what Muldrotha's going to do is let me play a bunch of permanents from my graveyard once I fill it up. And beyond that, who the heck knows?
Aury, you're here with another new one, another bad girl, sort of.
Another bad girl. Are you picking up on brand? Because
yeah. So tell me about your commander. Tell me about your deck, because you have a special build of this strategy. But it's actually interesting that you brought this one, because there's been a few folks in the comments who've been like, Patrick or Scars, I don't know what they call me. It's all the same. But they'll be like, hey, man, you should build a deck with this commander. And I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, it's in one of my other decks. And then bam, Aury delivers. So hit us with that sweet deck tech.
Yeah, I'm playing Xantcha Sleeper Agent. She is a fun Rakdos commander from, I don't remember which set.
It's Commander 2018, so it came out this year.
But she's not the title commander. She's a 3-mana 5/5, which sounds scary. And it is, because when she enters the battlefield, an opponent of my choice gains control of her. It comes with a couple caveats. She attacks each combat if able, so a kind of mini Thantis effect. You've seen that before. The only other thing is she can't attack me or a planeswalker I control. There is another very important line of text which says, for 3 mana, the person who currently controls Xantcha loses 3 life, and then I draw a card. The important thing is that anyone on the table can tap 3 mana for that effect.
Yeah, any player can use that ability.
Yeah, so when I built this deck, I was kind of hunting around for a commander that fit a strategy I'd been kind of trying to build for a long time, which was best described as Battle Bond, but mean this time. So lots of group interaction.
I'm sorry. Can I stop it where you're like, I've been wanting to build this for the first time, and you learned how to play like 2 months ago?
Yeah. Three.
Can I just?
3 months.
Okay, sorry. I just needed to step in
months,
there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
3 months, and
All right.
I was like, I want something really mean with lots of group interaction. So I had like a loose idea of some cards and stuff, but no unifying goal. And then I found Xantcha. This deck really wants to be a group huck deck, and it is really not. There are cards in here that kind of help people out, but I would term it closer to chaos political, in that you're really only going to be able to help one other person at a time before you inevitably do something that's going to make them hate you. And there are some effects that make group slug, similar to some other kind of decks that we've seen on the show before. But there are even more cards that do that very subtly, like hit this person and I'll double damage to them for a turn, that kind of thing. So it's a lot of choosing battles, doing a bunch of damage from weird sources, and just encouraging everybody to embrace the hell that is existence.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And terrifying. I am playing some of y'all who saw the thumbnail were probably like, there's no way he's really playing her. But I am. It's Palladia-Mors the Ruiner. Was one of the OG Elder Dragons that was basically there for, which is how Elder Dragon Highlander got started. That's a story for a different thing, or you can Google it. But Palladia-Mors is back. She is one of the M19 mythics in the cycle of the reincarnated or revisited Elder Dragons. And this is the one, if you're out there and you're watching this, and you probably watched a lot of Commander content, and every single 4-player pod that did a version of the Elder Dragon War left out Palladia-Mors, and that absolutely started tickling my contrarian. I was like, well, now I gotta play with this really boring card. So she is a 6/6 for 6 with flying, vigilance, trample, and she has hexproof if she hasn't dealt damage yet. So it's just a whole big-ass vanilla creature, and there's not really a whole bunch that you can do with it. But I thought, well, if there is something you can do with it, you can actually do blinking and enter the battlefield stuff, because if Palladia-Mors deals damage, she'll lose hexproof, but then if she exits the battlefield and re-enters the battlefield, she's a new instance of Palladia-Mors and thus has hexproof again. So I started playing around with this sort of idea of, okay, well, what can I do with blinking? And blinking leads me to ETB effects, and ETB effects leads me inevitably to stuff like Birthing Pod, Panharmonicon, and so I have built a deck that I have kind of dreamed about for a really long time, which is a silver bullet toolbox thing. And unlike everyone out there who's ever thought that they were really making a silver bullet deck, I don't have Avenger of Zendikar. Like I took out, I don't have Craterhoof Behemoth. Like I took out a lot of the really boring cards that you're normally at the top end here. I don't really know how I'm gonna win. I don't have a Pathbreaker Ibex. I don't have like a Stampede. I took Garrick out of the deck. Like, you know, there's 47 creatures in here, and there's 36 lands. So there's a lot of creatures and a lot of ways to find specific creatures for the situation. And sometimes, though rarely, Palladia-Mors will come out. I'm probably going to take a long time on my turns because I literally built the deck 20 minutes before the show, and I had 170 cards to choose from. And we whittled it down. So I don't even know if I know what's in the deck exactly, as is becoming tradition to give y'all that sweet, sweet content. But yeah, that's me, Palladia-Mors, Naya, red, green, white, ETB, blinking shenanigans. And I'll pass it over to you, Jason. You're here. This is the deck. I actually helped you a little bit with the mana base for this one back when you were getting into it. But you've played this one a few times online and in person. Tell us about the commander if they don't already know what it does and how you're liking it.
Yeah, so what's up, everybody? I'm Jason Peter Parker Krell here, and I'm playing the Sen Triplets. And if you know what that is, then you probably already know what it does. But if you don't, I like to call this deck Sen Steal Your Girl, because when she comes on the battlefield for 5 mana, at the beginning of my upkeep, I get to pick somebody, they reveal their hand, and then I can play cards out of their hand, and they can't do anything else. So basically, the goal of this deck is just to win using everybody else's stuff. And I did it because I'm greedy and I want to play all the decks, and this deck lets me do that. So there aren't a lot of creatures, and there's not a lot of win cons from my own deck. Most of it comes from trying to win with what everybody else is doing. So there's some, lot of cards that steal things out of graveyards or off the battlefield or clones things. And then I have some cards in here that give me extra upkeep so I can use Sen Triplets ability multiple times. And there's some mana fixing because obviously I need to use other people's colors other than the Esper that's in my deck. And yeah, the goal, I don't know how I'm going to win either because it all depends on literally what everybody else draws. So could be a good time, could be a bad time. We'll find out together.
Yeah, I also just gotta say real quick before we finally finish this intro, this is like probably the funniest pod you could play Sen Triplets into, because like I don't know how I'm gonna win. Xantcha doesn't know how she's gonna win. She's gonna like give you Xantcha to cast your cards, like and then Zach is like, it's really just like a graveyard combo deck pretending to dirtle.
Win. I just want to play cards from my graveyard.
4 decks that don't really want to win that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
What could go wrong?
All right,
we're gonna play forever.
Charizard!
And all right, so Zach, you won the invisible die roll, so you begin. You start us off.
Yep.
See, if I had not swapped corners, I would be going first again. I fucked up.
Yep. But it's me this time, and I'm going to start us off with a drop and pass the turn.
I'm going to play a Temple of Malice tapped. Says I can scry 1. It enters the battlefield tapped and taps for black or red. I'm gonna
Bottom or top?
bottom that boy.
I see.
And I'll pass.
All right. I've kept what I will lovingly call a Tien hand, which is it's a way riskier hand than I originally thought it was when I was looking at it. And now, never mind. I've never been punished in my entire life, and nothing bad has ever happened to me. I'm going to lose 1 life, and I'm actually going to lose more life as I play a Windswept Heath into a Temple Garden. So I'm going to shock myself. And then I got turn 1 action, baby.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Any guesses? Any guesses? I think only Zach could guess.
Does it kill me?
Because I don't think... No, what? What? Gotta be... Yes, 1 mana kill the game, you're gone.
I knew it.
Yeah, I was going to say $5 on Birds of Paradise.
Ooh, you're about to have to pay up. No.
All right.
No. It's not that. It's not a Land of Wells, and maybe it's not even in the deck. If I can find my daggum Temple Garden. All right, here it is. Thraben Inspector.
Oh.
Definitely not what I guessed.
Yeah, I don't...
All-star common from Shadows over Innistrad. It is a 1/2 human soldier, and when it enters the battlefield, I investigate. Investigating puts a clue token onto the battlefield with 2 colorless, sack this artifact, draw a card. So I'm going to go fish out a clue token that I might have, and Jason, you take it away.
Cool. And so question, Temple Garden, that's got white in it, right? Mana?
Yeah, it's a forest and plains.
All right, cool. Yes. Because then the beautiful thing about this turn is I'll play Exotic Orchard, and because you're all wonderful, I literally already have access to every color of mana on the battlefield. Or in the game.
Look at that.
So that's about as good as you can get, and I'll pass my turn.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's a victory.
Yeah.
Right. I think I'm going to play Minamo, the School at the Water's Edge, and then use it to play a Soul Ring, and then pass the turn.
Okay. Sure. I will play a Luxury Suite, which enters tapped unless I have two or more opponents. Let me count really quickly. 3 opponents. Very good. I will play a Talisman of Indulgence.
It's basically a record.
Yeah. I had,
I've played a red black deck. You don't have shit till like turn 4.
But I'll take a safe turn for now. It taps for 1, or it taps for black or red, and it deals 1 damage to me, and I'll pass.
Yeah. Okay, and I will play a mountain, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and attack Zach for 1.
Bring it. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, the command zone told me that that if you go first, you have a high win rate, but it also said that if you play an early Soul Ring, you have a low win rate. So I'm going to take the safe bet. I'm just going to start poking you down there. So you're at 39, and I pass the turn over to you.
All right. Draw my card, and now I have a decision to make. Do I want to be nice to everybody, or at least I think it's nice to everybody, or do I want to ramp? And I think that because no one's punched me in the face yet, I can go with being nice, and I'm going to play a Howling Mine.
Oh, wow. So go ahead and tell us what that one does.
Each player draws an extra card during their draw phase. So we're going to be drawing lots. Everybody gets all kinds of toys to play with.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm into that.
And I'll pass.
All right. Okay, I'll draw, and then draw again.
You'll draw again.
Holy. So let's see what's happening on top. I'll play Oracle of Muldrotha. So
dear God, no.
This will basically give me an extra land drop and let me play lands from the top of my deck. Oh, hey, it's a Verdant Catacomb, so...
Now perfect.
And
so Zach can cast his commander on the next turn.
Yeah.
So, alright.
Perfectly normal.
Epic nice.
And I think I actually want to crack this now just because I don't really think I need that seal right now, so...
Yeah, now while you're doing that is also a good time to mention... for anyone out there who's like a big Sen Triplets fan, don't Don't bag on Jason. We actually made him swap out, what, it was like three or four cards?
Yeah, about that many.
Just because, like, y'all, we're not physically near one another. It's impossible to resolve, like, bribery. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yep.
It's, we don't all have deck lists. Like, maybe in the future we can start doing stuff like that. But for now, there's none in there. So if people are like, why does he play this thing? Well, now you know.
Yep.
And there it is.
We're doing...
That one I do want to keep, though. It's with the glare, it's hard, but it's Mesmeric Orb. And then I'm going to play another land for the turn and pass.
Okay.
So many lands.
That's turn 3.
Zach, that is some nasty ramp you got there, buddy boy.
Yeah, I hate that board.
I will play a Bloodstained Mire, crack it. And spoilers, I'm going to go look for Blood Crypt. Keeping Blood Crypt tapped, and I'm going to tap 1 red to play Curse of Opulence, targeting Zach.
Hey, there you go.
Oh no, my coins.
Yeah. So Curse of Opulence says, enchant target player. Whenever an enchanted player is attacked, it create a colorless artifact token named Gold. It has sacrificed this artifact, add 1 mana of any color to their mana pool, and every opponent that attacks that player does the same. So I'm going to put this over here. And free ramp for everybody on the condition that you attack Zach with it. So, and with 1 mana open, I will pass my turn.
You actually have 2 mana.
Yeah. You got the artifact.
All right.
Oh, I have 2.
Yeah,
you're right.
I'm going to crack my clue and draw a card. And then I'm going to untap, and I'm going to draw 2 cards, thanks to this Howling Mine. Okay. I'm going to play a Beautiful Promenade, which comes to play untapped, because I have 2 or more opponents. Similar, we got all these Battle Bond lands, and it's working out great. I would love to attack Zach this turn, and I might still. Maybe I won't. Maybe not this turn. Okay, so because I want to give you a gold token too, because if I attack him, we'll both get gold.
Yes.
And while normally ramping you is something that I hate, I figure it can, it's not gonna be too bad in this situation. So I'll actually I'll try to slow him down, and I will play Manglehorn. Tap 3 to play Manglehorn. When Manglehorn enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact. Yeah, you're already, you know what's up. Get him out of there.
I've met many a Manglehorn in my day.
I feel so much better now.
It's a 3 mana 2/2 that destroys an artifact, and also says artifacts your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. So that Mesmeric Orb is going to be, well, I mean, maybe that's good for him, but we'll see if I can't do anything more about it in the future. But I figure I better act now when possible and not let him just continue to play a million more lands. And then I can attack. I don't really want to attack either of you, though, so I will pass turn to you, buddy.
All right. Okay, I will draw my turn. And I draw another one. I almost forgot about my own mine.
Yeah, I know, your own Howling Mine. And you went with the old Howling Mine, too. That's good.
I did. I liked it. I think it's a good mine.
It doesn't look like it would make everyone draw more cards.
No,
it just looks spooky
like something
as hell.
horrible happens in there, but it turns out what's in there is just more cards. Okay, so now I'm going to play a card. I built a deck based around this card when it came out, and it was terrible. But I love it. But I've never gotten to actually play it since I built this deck.
It. Unless it's terrible
for me. So it's Daxos of Melodis.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of text on
so
Daxos.
I'll give you all the cliff notes. Basically, he is a 2/2 legendary creature, and he cannot be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. And the important part is that when I deal damage to a player, they reveal the top card of their library. Then I gain life equal to the converted mana cost. And on top of that, until the end of the turn, I can cast that card while using mana like it's any color. So it's, it's like 1 turn window to steal some stuff, but it also gives me a little bit of life gain and keeps people...
and it sneaks past big guys is the kind of cool thing too. So it's got like a pseudo unblockable, a little bit of evasion attached to it.
So, I hope he doesn't die real soon because I want to use him a little bit, and I'll pass.
I see target acquired on the bottom right hand of the screen. You take as much out of that deck as you want, buddy.
Ring anymore.
You just have 4 lands and an Oracle of Moldiah. Okay, buddy.
That's nothing.
All right, Zach, it's your go.
All right. I'll draw the Mesmeric Orb. Reveal the top. It's an Underrealm Lich. Which...
don't like it. I mean, we'll show it on screen, but you can just take it and we'll know it's in your hand.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah, you get it because the Howling Mine.
Yeah.
oh yeah, sorry, Howling
Yeah,
Mine.
sorry.
forgot
I
about
was
that.
like, aw, he's remembering his howling mine, and no, I gave you too
No.
much credit.
And then there's a acidic slime ball on top. So sadly, here I was sort of leaning on the Oracle to get me out of here. But all I've got here this turn is the Mesmeric Orb, which
All right,
enters tapped.
Mesmeric Orb.
Actually.
Yeah, the
Says-
tapped Mesmeric Orb.
Yeah, which is actually good for it, because whenever a permanent becomes untapped, that permanent's controller puts the top card of their library into their graveyard.
Yeah, for each one of them. So we're all
Yeah.
going to start milling a whole bunch
Oh.
and drawing a whole bunch.
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to Milltown, baby.
Oh god.
And then I'll
hate
just
that.
pass the turn, because that's all I got.
I will draw and then draw off of Howling Mine.
Oh, I think some things go in the graveyard first because of the Mesmeric Orb, right?
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
do. You
Oh,
you
yeah,
untapped,
yeah, yeah.
what is that, 2 permanents? So actually both those cards you drew
Yeah.
Okay,
Hope you didn't
go to
look
the
them.
graveyard.
Dreadbore and Swamp go into the graveyard.
Swamp.
Okay.
No.
So then I actually draw, right?
Yes. Now
Okay,
you
cool,
draw.
cool, cool. Okay, that's interesting. I am gonna tap 1, 2, and red for everyone's favorite Sen Triplets.
Hey,
Yeah.
taking things to the sin bin. Baby.
Yeah.
All right, so Sin Prodder, it's a little finicky, but you wanna take a stab at it?
Yeah, sure.
Take a poke?
At the beginning of my upkeep, reveal the top card of my library, because we don't have enough cards that do stuff for the top of the library. Any opponent may have me put that card into the graveyard, and if they do, Sen Prodder deals damage to that player equal to that card's converted mana cost. Otherwise, put that card into your hand.
Yeah, so we all take turns telling Aury whether or not she gets the card or doesn't. And then if anybody does, they get burned. Otherwise, she gets to draw the card. So Aury is potentially drawing 3 cards a turn, which has never backfired.
Never, ever, ever. And
Okay.
I will pass.
I'm going to put Karmic Guide into the graveyard, Naya Charm, and Canopy Vista are into there. Things that I would have preferred to draw, obviously. And then I will draw 2 cards. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm going to play Rootbound Crag, and it comes into play untapped. And I'm going to play a bunch of cards I've never played before. I'm going to play... That's not me being cute. I'm going to play Rishkar Pima Renegade.
Yeah.
When Rishkar enters the
My
battlefield, I put a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 target creatures. And then it says, each creature I control with a counter on it has add 1 green mana to your mana pool. So it can tap to add mana. It basically enlists people into being mana dorks. And these bright and shiny things mean that they are now mana dorks. So I have a 2/3 and a 3/3. And then I'm going to immediately tap both of those and 1 extra mana to play Shaman of Forgotten Ways. And Shaman of Forgotten Ways says that I can tap to add 2 mana in any combination of colors to my mana pool. Spend this only to cast creature spells. And then it also has something that says for 11 mana, I can pay 11 mana and tap it, and each player's life total becomes the number of creatures they control. Activate this only if the power of creatures I have is total 8 or greater. And it is, but I literally wouldn't be able to activate it because this can't use its own ability. But yeah, so we're just building up a little wall over here of stuff and trying to hide out.
This is gonna be a short. This could be a short game if that.
Well, it's not like I don't even know what I'm gonna do to you.
That's
I wish
true.
I was joking. And I'm gonna mill a whole bunch of stuff on my turn.
Well, I actually may have something for that.
Okay. Well, there we go. All right, it's up to you, Dexus.
All right. Well, okay. So on the subject, how does everybody feel about this? Oh wait, I have to mill. So there's one.
Yeah, you have to mill
So
first.
Temple of
Okay.
Silence, Counterspell, and Vindicate.
Okay.
So that's not terrible. Then I draw.
I'll mill in some good cards here.
And my question is, how badly does everyone want to see this orb gone? Like, is it bad enough that Patrick and Aury, you'd leave me alone for like a turn? If
I'm currently continuing to leave you alone.
right.
I'm not really.
Well, I just
super
mean like
worried.
as long as that doesn't change.
I'd be appreciative of it, sure.
Okay, cool. So I will play Watery Grave and shock myself so that
Okay.
I have 4
You
mana.
take your first damage. So you
Yep.
got a 38.
And then, actually, Zach, what's the top card of your... What does the slime do? Does it destroy artifacts?
Yeah, destroys artifacts, enchantments, or lands when it comes into play.
Okay, and what's the body on your creature?
Oracle's a 2/2, and it's currently trying to help me dig for lands, because I don't have any.
Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to attack you with Daxos.
You can have duck sauce.
Cool.
I'm taking the duck sauce hit.
Okay, so you take 2, and then you're going to exile the slime ball, and you're going to gain 5 life.
Is that... Wait, how much does it cost to...
It costs 5.
Oh, okay. So then I can't play that, which is unfortunate, but I have a backup.
You are gonna go up to 43.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I'm sure with that. But I'm gonna just tap 4 to play Utter End, which exiles target non-land permanent on the orb. And now we can all untap safely.
Damn. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, y'all. And I'll pass.
Alright. I will untap, draw Exploration, draw Sidisi, and then reveal Vraska on top of my deck.
Oh boy.
So, actually...
That's the new Vraska, too.
Yeah.
Vraska Golgari Queen.
My queen. I think let's see if I can hit something. Hope with Sidisi. So I'll mill 3, and then when she comes into player attacks, I will mill 3, and then whenever I put a creature from my library into my graveyard, I get a 2/2 zombie. So, oh hey, there's Shriekmaw along with Vraska and Factor Fiction. So I'll find a zombie. And then on top of my deck is Liliana of the Veil, who is not a land.
I've never seen you brick this hard on lands. This is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so but you do have a Sidisi and you do have a zombie. We're starting to populate the board a little here.
Yep. And then I think I'm going to have to pass, and I'll figure out what I'm discarding. I think it's just going to be Diluvian Primordial.
Yeah, that 7 mana is a little far away from that one.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Aury.
Okay. All right, so Aury, so Sin Prodder happens first before draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to reveal my top card, which is... no one's going to let me have this. This is a Treasure Nabber, which says, whenever an opponent taps an artifact for mana, gain control of that artifact until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So this goes in turn order, right?
Yeah, I'm first up. You can have it. You can have it no matter what. I don't mind. So, Jason, you get to let her draw it or take 3 damage.
3 damage?
Yeah, because it's the CMC of the card.
I don't even have any of those on the field, but I've got 3 life to spare, so I think I'll take the hit, put it in the graveyard.
All right, let's go into the sin bin.
Yeah.
Going into the sin bin.
And then you go down to 40. Your life total has been an up and down adventure.
Yep, can't predict it.
I will draw a card. And draw a card. Cool, no doubt. I forgot to untap. Sorry. I'm gonna play Xantcha.
Oh, hey, you're there.
Yeah. And I am going to give it, in the interest of, community upbringing and everything like that.
Right.
I'm gonna give it to Jason.
Oh boy!
So Jason, you have a 5/5.
She wants to join the Sen Triplets.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
it's a quartet now.
Yeah, I want to. See, there's like a civilization window that appears, right? And Aury is like, "Please have my missionary Xantcha."
I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I will. Let's see.
Yeah, so it has to attack every turn, and it can't attack Aury.
Correct.
That's how it works.
You got it.
I will then play a spawning pool, which enters taps.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
And
what does that one do?
It taps for black, and for 1 and a black, it can become a 1/1 creature with black. Regenerate this creature until end of turn. So it's a man land that regenerates.
I see. Yeah, the creature. That's
and I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in my hand, so I am going to discard.
So, sorry, I also want to say, reminder that you can. I guess you probably wouldn't want to, but you can attack Zach to get extra mana if that matters to you.
Correct.
I get a gold token for hitting him, don't I?
Oh, actually, yes. Yeah. Never mind. Yes. Both Jason and Aury have gold tokens.
Incredible treat. Here's my gold token in the little corner.
Okay, well, as long as...
So here's my gold token.
Here, I'll make it more
Should we rewind the game, or are we, I think we're a little far, but...
Yeah, we missed it.
Okay.
I mean...
I'd say just go with it and let the commenters have at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're going to be like, why did not gold token? Because it's late and we're all friends,
Yep.
and we're not really going to make a big deal out of
This
it.
is Friendetta, not no gold. I'm gonna stop that joke.
no gold.
No gold data.
No, that's actually the name of the show. That's season 2, and next year it's going to be No Gold Data. There it is. All right, Aury, you finished? Is that all?
Yeah, end step, I'm going to discard down to 7, so I'm going to do something very innocent and discard Worldgorger Dragon into my graveyard.
Okay, I don't like that.
You don't? Why not?
No, well, because a little card called Animate Dead.
I don't know what that card does.
All right, okay. All right, I'm going to untap and I'm going to draw 2 cards. Okay. Also, technically, those gold tokens came into play tapped, but...
so yeah, that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
have...
Yeah, they did actually. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. So eat it, YouTube commenter, who's like, he could have used the gold token to pay for the thing. Actually, we were all geniuses.
Yep.
Are people gonna try to wipe the board? Someone tip me off here. What's the deal? Because Jason has bought good favor with us basically for like a million years until he combo kills us. Like, I don't need to do anything to you.
Yeah, I have no way to do that currently. So
I don't even know that I
chill
need
right
to really need to do anything to anybody.
Yeah.
we can all just hug it out.
I'm just gonna look. I don't normally get to have this much mana. I don't really play a whole lot of green, so I'm gonna just rock out. Do y'all mind if I
Do your thing.
if I just do this?
Go.
Okay.
Y'all mind if I go off?
You mind if I
Yeah,
watch?
What? Weird way to ask, but no, actually, I don't mind. Weird fuck. Okay. I love. Why is Spider-Man requisitioning me?
He is always watching. He's up on the buildings.
Okay, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to play everyone's favorite lizard, the Regal Behemoth. So Regal Behemoth. When it enters the battlefield, I become the Monarch. And I don't.
Your
I
Majesty?
maybe have a Monarch token. I'm actually gonna check because it'll be hype if I have one. Got a Manifest token. Yo,
What's
put a
that?
mask on something. Got a bunch of Thopters if Matt needs any more Thopters. No, I don't think. So yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? We're gonna flip the clue, and now I have this construct. So now I am the Monarch. Put a little hat on my thing. And now Monarchy is into the game. For people who don't know how the Monarchy works, at the end of the turn, if you are the Monarch, you get to draw a card. Which sounds pretty great. But if someone deals combat damage to you with any creature, they become the Monarch. And that's how that works. Regal Behemoth also says that if I tap a land for mana while I am the Monarch, I get to double that mana. So I paid for 6, and now I have 6 more. And we're going to use that to do a little bit more deck searching. Play another big old friend. Play a card called Woodland Bellower. Let's make some room over here. Yeah, Woodland Bellower is a 6/5 beast that says when it enters the battlefield, I may search my library for a non-legendary green creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less and put it onto the battlefield. It's just gonna bellow a friend over, and this is where we get to play some elevator music because I have to remember what I actually put in the deck. Well, as long as eventually we're all gonna have to fight.
I mean,
Right, so
eventually all the cards must come into play, but
Yeah.
for now, we're good.
Okay, I'm gonna get this because I think it's sweet. I've never cast this card either. I didn't even really know what it did until a little while ago. I'm going to put Safi, Eric's daughter, into play. She's part of like a really wild ass infinite combo that I don't think I accidentally put into this deck. But there is a Karmic Guide, which I know is one piece of it. I don't know how it works. Safi, Eric's daughter is a 2/2 for 2 that says sacrifice Safi, Eric's daughter, and when target creature is put into my graveyard from play this turn, return that card to play. So she's like she buys back an ETB effect. That's the whole point.
And all it costs is someone's daughter.
Well, it's weird. It sounds like I'm saying it's Eric's daughter, but it's literally spelled ERIKSDOTTER, which is maybe what it's meant to be in some language.
It's
but yeah.
Icelandic, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, and then I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to draw my card for being Zimonach. And I'll pass to you, Jason.
All right.
Super normal turn over here.
Need a card, and we got there. Okay, do I get a gold token for every creature I hit Zach with?
No. Just once per combat.
Okay, and
yeah, that would be bananas.
Aury, remind me, what's the power on your Sin Prodder?
He is a 3/2.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Well, first I'm gonna play. I can just play that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play Cave of Koilos. for my land, and then I'm going to go to combat.
Oh, just to real quick interject here. I didn't do anything about Aury's potential animate dead Worldgorger Dragon combo because I couldn't.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know if anyone can, but it's on the table.
I've got a plan.
All right. Well, there you go.
First though, I'm going to attack Zach with Xantcha, and then I'm going to, because Aury's the only one who I can attack that won't be able to block Daxos, I'm going to attack Aury with Daxos.
So Daxos says...
can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater.
Yes, it's unblockable to you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, do you want to block Xantcha?
Yeah, this zombie's gonna get thrown under the bus.
You got it.
Hey, wait a minute! Oh, God!
Okay, so I get another gold token. And so
Yeah,
now...
and Aury does get another gold token,
Yep.
but they're
See?
both tapped.
No, because yours, you have tapped it. Oh, Pat, you've ruined...
Yeah, it's Manglehorn.
You've ruined me.
Why? It's the same effect that we had talked about by name.
I do have a question, actually. It says sacrifice the artifact. Does that matter if it's tapped?
You have to tap and sacrifice the artifact.
It just says sacrifice this artifact.
Is that the difference between gold and what is this wild ride that the YouTube commenters?
Gold's different than treasures, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that for real?
I'm
Never
so
mind. Is this
happy
this
if
is a
that's the
wild
case.
ride of the YouTube commenters being vindicated. Hold on.
About this one
I have
mechanic.
to look I'm gonna look it up right now.
Whenever enchanted player is attacked, create a colorless artifact token named gold. It has sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color to your hand.
no.
That's music to my ears. So before we move on, I also get to flip the top of Aury's deck and see what it is, and gain some life.
Oh, it's unlicensed disintegration.
That can stay exiled, but I'll gain the 3, right? It's 3?
3, yeah.
You'll gain 3, so you're back up to
Cool, back to 43, and now I have 7 mana. And so I like, Pat, you have so many creatures. I like to have creatures. I'm going to start doing some annoying Sen Triplet, confusing board state stuff, and I'm going to play Sepulchral Primordial.
All right, so you're gonna reanimate for everybody's graveyard. You're gonna get 1.
Yes. So now, because I'm an idiot, tell me what Worldgorger Dragon does.
Well, you're not going to like it, I'll tell you that.
There's some words on it.
So, Worldgorger Dragon has Flying and Trample. It's a 7/7. When Worldgorger Dragon enters the battlefield, exile all other permanents you control. So, you're not going to like it. When it leaves the battlefield, return the exiled cards to the battlefield under their owner's control.
Okay, well, that plan may not have gone exactly how I wanted it, but we
Yes,
may not be taking that.
It is a bit of a rattlesnake, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, I have Karmic Guide. So
Okay.
it's just a 2/2.
Shriekmaw and Diluvian Primordial.
Well, I'm gonna take Diluvian Primordial from you. That's
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems good.
And what does Karmic Guide do?
Karmic Guide is a flying protection from black 2/2 that when it enters the battlefield, you get to reanimate a creature from your graveyard. But it does have Echo, so you have to pay for it at the top of the turn. You have to pay 5.
Okay.
3 white,
or it
specifically.
just dies?
Yeah, or you'll sack it and then it'll just come back to my graveyard.
Okay. So we've got some dice. So the 5/5, that's Xantcha. Diluvian Primordial 6/6, right?
It's a 5/5 flyer.
Oh, 5/5 flyer. Okay. So this is the black 5 is Diluvian Primordial. That is the Karmic Guide. I don't have anything in my graveyard to reanimate. And then from Aury, I don't think I want the Worldgorger Dragon because
I have Treasure Nabber.
Yeah, I think I'll probably take Treasure Nabber because that seems less likely to take away all the new toys that I just got at the store by stealing them from other children.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Dear God.
That's true. Yeah, sorry. Now, horrible board states to look at, but
All right.
we knew
Well,
this was
and
gonna
now
happen.
you're doing the other primordial.
Yeah. So
You're
now
doing the Diluvian
Diluvian happens.
Yes, now I'm doing Diluvian
Right.
Primordial.
So now we all grab spells out of our shit.
I have a Factor Fiction.
Okay.
Okay, so there's factory. I have Naya Charm. There's a lot of decisions,
I
y'all.
have
YouTube, I'm
Dreadbore.
so sorry.
And then Naya Charm is...
It's a choose 1 card. You get to deal 3 damage to target creature, return target card in a graveyard to its owner's hand, or tap all creatures target player controls.
Okay, so if I put Worldgorger back into Aury's hand, then that means that it's harder to cast. Right?
Yeah,
That's a good play.
the combo
Yes.
kind of not necessarily requires, but it's a lot easier if Worldgorger's already in the graveyard.
Okay, so I'll do that with Naya.
All right, that's a hype use of it. Like, if Aury did literally have Animate Dead, then this is hype, so I'm cool with that. So,
Yeah.
so Naya Charm does that. Worldgorger goes back into your hand.
And then Aury, what's yours?
Mine is Dreadboard, destroy target creature or planeswalker.
We're gonna destroy the creature that Pat has that makes us all lose our life, and like equal to our creatures. I just don't want that to happen. So I think I'm gonna blow that up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Goodbye, Shaman of Forgotten Ways.
You can still have your doubles, but yeah, I just don't want that. And then
no, you're good.
Zach, you have Factor Fiction.
Yep.
So that's what, 5 cards, and then 2 piles. Okay.
Yep, 5 cards. One of us makes 2 piles.
All right. So let's do this. We've got Cyclonic Rift.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Arcane Sanctum. We've got Pull from Tomorrow, a Reflecting Pool, and a Gonti, Lord of Luxury.
Okay, who are you choosing to make the pile?
Well, who's still my... You know what? I blew up your creature, Pat. You can decide.
Okay. I feel like we've had a really good working relationship so far, right? And this is your first time in the show, and so I'd like to offer you what I think by most accounts would be considered a pretty good deal.
Sure.
In fact, a kind of deal that many people would look at they're watching right now and they're going to be like, I would never offer that. Why the fuck would you do that?
I think I might have an idea of what this is.
Well, so here's the thing. I really don't want you to have Cyclonic Rift.
Right, okay.
And so I'll even and I know this is not how negotiating works, but let's play a game here, YouTube. Let's do that. Cameron is the 5th person in our games, and YouTube as one singular entity has become the 6th person. now that we know that people watch these, so I'll do a 4-1 split for Cyclonic Rift and the other cards on the. I think you might take them anyways, but on the idea that you will take the 4.
I kind of do like the 4, but. This is difficult.
I'm offering you that right now. Right. It is contingent upon your saying that you're going to do this.
Oh! It's contingent upon it.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna take the Cyclonic Rift anyway. I have few ways to protect myself.
Fine.
So yeah, I think I appreciate your generosity.
Well, I would think that the gigantic fuck off board that you've assembled is maybe good enough.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Aury has a way to get rid of everything, and now that I've done this, I think it's likely.
All right, go for it.
All right, so just the
Cyclonic
Cyclonic
Rift?
Rift?
Happens. Yeah, it's 4-1.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, so the rest goes to your graveyard.
Okay, goodbye my lands and my Gonti. You were beautiful once. And that's it. Just got
thinking you're done.
Got a real casual board of nondescript creatures.
Yeah.
Love online magic. I'll pass.
All right. So reveal Liliana and draw it, and then I'll reveal Moment's Piece and draw that. So that's basically a fog with flashback, and then reveal the top card. So I've got an island on top. Let's start with that. I've got a sandbar on top. I think I do just want to play my sandbar. And to play tapped, reveal a Cephalid Coliseum. Let's keep going. I'm going to play Exploration, which lets me play another additional land each turn. Play the Cephalid Coliseum, and reveal Azusa. Board
You
land.
got the lands you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just keep... Yeah, I think you're fine now.
I think I'm okay now.
Yeah, I was like, you could stop.
I'm a little afraid here, so I think I'm going to just hold on to my Moment's Piece. Patrick, will you take a hit for 3 cards in my graveyard?
What? Why?
As in,
What are you doing?
I just want to hit someone with
no,
some
dog,
easy...
I'm the Monarch. I'm absolutely not going to take that
I
hit.
forgot you were the Monarch.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot to put my hat back on. I need my mana if I'm going to try to handle what's ever going on to the east.
Yeah.
So you want to attack for 3 in your grave, right?
Yeah, 3
Yeah,
cards.
because he just wants to
Is this
activate
going
CDC.
to enable something where we can get rid of what Jason is doing?
It's going to help me find something, hopefully.
It's that, and if nothing else, it's going to guaranteed give him a zombie, because we know Zeus is on the top, right? I think he's just trying to build up some blockers, if nothing else.
What is there to block?
Well, you're just, the big fuck-off board
Just
of
everything.
creatures.
Look, these are your friends. I didn't bring them.
They're not my friends any longer. I've seen a movie with a zombie trope. I know that my friends aren't really in there.
Yeah. Or are you up for taking 3?
I think I'm up for taking 3.
Alright, so DC's coming at you.
Cool.
So
Okay.
I'll mill Azusa, Baleful Strix, and a command tower.
All right, so you get 1 zomboid.
Yeah. and then I reveal Vessel of Nascency on top.
Yeah, which lets you put more shit in your graveyard.
Into my graveyard, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
all right, and so, or you go down to 34 is where I have you.
And then, since I have 8 cards, because all these lands came off the top of my deck, I think I'm just going to discard this Hornet Queen. And say go.
All right. Send proto triggers.
Okay.
Sudden Spoiling.
Okay.
It's an instant, it has split second, which means as long as it's on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities.
It's basically
Creatures,
super instant.
yes. Creatures target player controls become 0/2 and lose all abilities until end of turn. And
Okay.
it is a 3 cost. So, Patrick.
Oh yeah, no, I never have to make this decision.
This
I
is
can always
true.
pass it away. So you keep it.
And I will put it in the garbage because I still have 3 life to give, I guess. But maybe not for long because
Well, you're still at 40. You're still at your starting life total.
I'm not complaining about.
And you have a
where I'm
5/5
at.
flyer, a 2/3 treasure nabber, and some other shit.
Yep.
Okay.
1, 2. Okay, very good. Zach, I want you to remember these kindnesses I'm paying you. Because
Of course.
I need mana, and the only mana I have in right now is a Bojica Bog, which I am targeting at Jason's graveyard.
My graveyard.
Bless you, Aury.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Um,
That's all. Bye bye.
This new guy thinks he could just come onto the show and reanimate a primordial with the primordial.
Okay, that's the first time I've
the
ever
fuck
pulled off that combo, and also maybe the fastest this deck has ever gone. So
Oh no!
it's a good
sweet.
time
It's
to show
sweet.
up.
We will be murdering you.
Yeah.
That's
I look forward
at least.
to my swift end.
Okay. All right, Ori, what do you got?
what do you all think? And Jason, you're not included in this conversation.
I'll
What do
be
you all
two
think
hitters.
is the biggest issue right now as far as what's on the board?
Well, he's just got a lot of stuff.
I
is
think
the
it's
thing that I don't like.
the many of his stuff that's the issue.
I think it's
Yes,
the zombie,
yes.
the 2/2 zombie.
Interesting plot development there.
Yeah, I hadn't considered that. Just zoom in on that one zombie. It was him the whole time.
Yeah, that clue token didn't tell you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's 'cause I cracked the clue too early. I got it and then didn't fucking read it. I just threw it away for money. I sold it.
Wait to the NPC. It's like, here, take this.
Ori, I think. Look, I'm gonna have just an obscene amount of mana next turn, and I'm gonna go looking for something, and we're gonna see what we can do. But I mean, yeah, you gotta do what makes sense for you.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do that makes sense for me.
Okay. Discard Worldgorger Dragon.
Well, that's obviously gonna happen. I have 11 cards in my hand. Like, it's gonna go in there. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
I see.
Stalled for one turn.
Like, it's going in there. Like, let's not beat around the bush here. I'm gonna pass with my mana open.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Sounds great.
so discard.
Worldgorger and Volcanic Offering are now in my graveyard. I'm at 7.
All right,
Go ahead, Jason.
cool. I
Or
will
Patrick,
untap, and I'll draw 2 cards. We'll play a Stomping Ground untapped, and I'll take 2, and if I die by 2, then I'll hear about it. If I die by exactly 2, because I don't really know what it is that I'm going to do this turn. Ori, you got to tell me, do you have Animate Dead?
No.
All right, sweet, good, because then I can ignore you, because I want to do everything to trip up Jason's day.
Please do. And in fact, I'm willing to help you if certain things come about.
Okay, well, do you want to clue me in here, partner? Like,
It involves combat damage.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I can do that. So I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna cast Green Sun Zenith,
Sure.
but I don't know what's in my deck. So I'm gonna search my deck, and then I'm gonna pay for it.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
are we okay
that's
with
fine.
that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
This
Yeah.
is-
I was gonna say,
hell
can
yeah.
we get some elevator music while we consider the options?
Yeah, and I have 1 mana floating because of just how it works. Yeah, sorry. This is again. I literally
This
just
is
put it together.
very on
So-
brand for you.
Thank you. So Jason.
Hey, what's up?
How many lands do you have?
Enough to party? 5? 6? 5.
5. Okay.
5 fine lands.
5 of them. Okay. And how much? Just for everybody else, how much does it take to overload a Cyclonic Rift?
7. You're gonna give me
Okay.
2 more mana so I can overload Cyclonic Rift?
I'm gonna give you 2 somethings. Don't you worry about that. Okay. This is good. We like to have fun here, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna get a Acidic Slime.
Okay.
And I'm gonna destroy. Let's go ahead and tell me the lands that you have.
Well, I think you're gonna like this Exotic Orchard. It's real nice in the summer. It produces its own fruits, and gives me mana of any color at this point.
Well, I gotta tell you, there's been some bad news about the Exotic Orchard.
Oh no! Is it getting foreclosed?
Well, I wish I could say foreclosure would be amazing. In fact, it's actually there's just kind of a bunch of slimes are all up in there. We need like a bunch of adventurers to take it out.
We need a slime rancher.
My slime rancher's on vacation.
Yeah, the slime rancher was off duty.
Should have paid him more.
And that one's gone.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. That's always how it goes, man.
Yeah.
It's always how it is. And then just cause I love you so much, I'm gonna tap for 7.
Is this a Star of Extinction?
No, God, I wish it was. Does anyone have one? That's sweet. I can't play Star of Extinction in my creature. I don't have like any board wipes, I don't think. I should consider that. I'm going to play Worldbreaker.
Oh, yeah.
So Worldbreaker, so by the way, yeah, Acidic Slime's 2/2 Death Search. Worldbreaker is a 5/7 with reach, and when it enters the battlefield, or when I cast it rather, you get to exile target artifact, enchantment, or land. Really glad it's in my hand because I forgot it's a cast trigger, so I should take this card out, but it worked here anyways because I can't cheat it into play. So what are the lands that you have left?
I've got Cave of Koilos, I've got a Watery Grave, a Grixis Panorama, which lets me just fetch for Grixis lands, and then an island, a regular island.
Okay, we'll cut the Watery Grave.
Okay.
That is exiled, pal.
Oh, bye. Oh.
Get him out of here.
Beyond the Watery Grave. Oh man, I love 3 lands.
I know. Don't you just love it? All right. Well, that's really my best shot. I mean, I can go to combat, and Aury, you're saying that there might be some value for me in combat, but there's like a 5/4, a 5/5, an Echo thing that he literally can't pay for, so that's gonna go away.
Yeah.
Xantcha. I feel like I can't. I feel like I just gotta assemble over here and sit.
That's fair.
So yeah, so that's my turn.
Cool.
Little did y'all know, YouTube, I'm playing a land destruction deck. And then I'll draw for being the Monarch.
Okay, I will get rid of this beautiful card that I've forgotten its name already.
The Karmic Guide has come home.
Karmic Guide, yep. But I will draw some cards, maybe some lands. Wouldn't that be nice? Then I'll untap all of my good friends.
Well, hey, there's a Curse of Opulence on the field. You can still get some
stuff. I'm planning to try and recoup some of my losses. And I've been waiting to do this for a little while, so I'm okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pay 3 for a Coalition Relic.
Okay, cool.
Which I'm actually just gonna keep down here.
Well, it also comes into play tapped.
It does. Oh, because of your thing. I hate that thing.
Yeah, the Manglehorn. He's mangling. Look at the. Can we get the art on Manglehorn again? This card does not. It's like a bear and an elephant. Like, this thing doesn't give a fuck.
And it has no chill.
Well, then I'm going to go to combat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to... Oh, now I have decisions. Well, okay, Xantcha's going to go at Zach.
And then you're going to get a gold token just
I'm going to get a gold token, yeah. Then I think I'm just going to put Daxos I think I'm just going to run those 2 back. And then I feel like I need to keep protecting my face, because there's... What do you got, Pat? 8 creatures?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Sure, you won't get any more in the future either. So
No. That's not this. This deck doesn't play 47.
No, right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. So
okay. So Aury's gonna take 2.
Yep.
Zach, are you blocking?
Yeah, zombies under the new zombie, new bus. Or same bus, I guess, actually.
Yeah, okay.
They really need to fix those rules.
Both Aury and Jason get gold tokens, and then or you exile the top card of your library.
Okay, top card of my library. Howling Mine.
Where have I seen that before?
Same art. You just want to play a second Howling Mine out there, buddy?
I literally could play another Howling Mine. I'm not going to.
Yeah, okay.
But I will gain 2 life, because I need that mana to play a Dimir Signet tapped. So my gold is gone already, and I will take 1 damage from the Mana Confluence. And then I will pass my turn, hopefully having recovered all my land losses.
Alright. Untap Vessel, I draw an Underground Sea, and then I reveal Snapcaster Mage on top.
Hey.
Okay.
Do you even have stuff in your graveyard to Snappy?
Not right now, but there are cards in the deck that I want to snap back at some point.
I see. Yeah, I get you.
But for now, let's just see if this works.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to animate Dead, the Worldgorger Dragon.
Oh, shit. Well...
Oh, boy.
Goodbye. Oh, fuck.
Okay,
Is this it?
So hold on. I think I actually do have a response. So Animate Dead is an enchantment, right? So you cast it and it resolved?
Yes.
Okay. So as it's targeting, I think I can do an instant targeting it, right?
Let me pull up the goddamn Oracle text.
I
for this
really
card.
hope that this means you just somehow you keep a Worldgorger Dragon.
Okay, so...
Because if so, I'm fine with that. But... If
Animate Dead isn't on the battlefield as its triggered ability resolves, none of its effects happen.
Okay. So I will sacrifice 3 of my gold tokens to cast Chaos Work targeting.
Good. I was like, there's only one card that can do this.
Yeah.
Red Black is not known for its enchantment.
Yeah. So the owner of target permanent shuffles it into his or her library, then reveals the top card of his or her library. If it's a permanent, they put it on the battlefield.
I'm going to need you to shuffle this like 5 times. If you just rip another Animate Dead, then we all have to give up.
Who's hoping for another Animate Dead?
I am, but...
All right, Cameron, roll that drum roll, baby.
Okay.
Please, no.
Come on, baby.
Metamorph.
That's not bad.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You're going to get something. You want to copy any of these Enter the Battlefield effects?
I'm tempted. What's in all y'all's graveyards?
Worldgorger Dragon?
Yeah. Let me tell you, I have a beautiful exotic orchard.
Actually,
Shaman of the Forgotten Ways and Karmic Guide, because the other things you can't really use.
It's a clone for an artifact or a creature.
Okay.
Basically.
Oh, and we see the top of your deck again now.
Yeah. It's a
it's just Worldgorger.
Well, you have some spells too, because he could copy the Diluvian Primordial.
Oh yeah, there's a Sudden Spoiling and Volcanic Offering.
Okay, and what do you have?
Me, I just have an exotic orchard.
That's
because
it?
it got Bajuka.
I got Bajuka.
Oh yeah, you did get Bajuka.
His crops were slimed. His bog Bajuka. Okay, so I'm worried about the fact that we almost just died.
It may not be over. I think I do copy the Sepulchral Primordial.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
And then...
I mean, are we going to die this turn?
I don't know yet. That's what's fun.
Am I going to die?
Well, we might... I think it's going to be an all or nothing.
I think it is. So I'm going to get back Worldgorger Dragon and Karmic Guide by these packs that I just have next to me.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm going to put Worldgorger Dragon on the stack second, so it resolves first. And then Karmic Guide on the stack. So Karmic Guide's going to target my Shriekmaw. And then... So before Worldgorger Dragon exiles...
Aury, do you have removal for... Because you're going to have to try to kill this Karmic Guide, because he's just going to build a Karmic Guide.
I do have something, actually. I'm going to...
Karmic Guide targets Shriekmaw, and that's going to happen after Worldgorger Dragon exiles all of my things.
Okay, so what I'm saying, though, is to my knowledge, what you have just recompleted is the loop, but with all of our other creatures.
Not because the Shriekmaw is in play next to the Worldgorger Dragon. So...
Okay,
actually,
so before...
Let me see. So... Worldgorger Dragon dies, brings everything back, including my Phyrexian Metamorph, which becomes a Sepulchral Primordial.
Does priority pass at any point while Worldgorger Dragon
Or sorry, he's just talking through what the loop is, and then we'll know if you get a shot.
So until I get another way to get my Shriekmaw in the graveyard, I only get 2 Worldgorger Dragons, so... I basically get 10 mana and a Worldgorger Dragon next to a Shriekmaw and another creature out of my graveyard, which is either Azusa or Hornet Queen.
Okay, I think what I'm doing is I'm responding while Worldgorger Dragon is on the field.
Okay, Worldgorger's in play, Karmic Guide is in play, targeting Shriekmaw.
So I think I'm gonna tap black red, exile all cards from Zach's library with Rakdos Charm.
Or graveyard.
Graveyard, sorry. Graveyard, yeah.
Okay.
I think that breaks the loop. Am I right?
That should break the loop somewhat. Yeah,
Okay.
so I basically...
So you only get the one.
So it's just Worldgorger and nothing else.
Yeah, then Karmic Guide has nothing to reanimate.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
That was
so all of my things go away.
Oh, well, then you just have a Worldgorger Dragon, right?
Yeah.
For
Because
now.
you don't have a way to... Okay.
For now.
Yeah, you need to find a way to sack or otherwise kill this Worldgorger Dragon.
So all my things go away. I have
God,
black...
like one time on the video for every time we fucking said the name Worldgorger Dragon in this video.
So I have
Jesus
one
God.
black and 5 blue floating and a Worldgorger Dragon, and I take one off my Cephalid Coliseum.
Okay.
All right.
You're at 35, if you wanted to.
Now if we can just crack the pack, and then that's what's the real inside the world.
Okay, and then you're playing as one land.
Yes, I'll play Liliana of the Veil, and then I'm going to make target player sacrifice a creature. That target player is going to be me. I'm going to get rid of Worldgorger Dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So, exploration. So, I have a Sidisi trigger, and I have a Metamorph becoming something.
Okay.
And Worldgorger is back in your graveyard, Aury.
Yeah.
As was Karmic
Yes.
Guide.
Okay. Cool.
Well, no, Karmic Guide is back in... What does Worldgorger Dragon say? It's return those permanents to who?
When it leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to the battlefield under their owner's control.
Oh, sorry, they were
Oh, so-
exiled.
So,
Under
yeah,
its owner's
you
control, so I
have-
get it?
Karmic
Oh,
Guide
hey.
back, yes.
You get Karmic.
Well,
Guide
never
back.
mind. Then maybe this wasn't going to work anyways. And I'm going to get Shaman of the Forgotten Ways.
Okay. And so I still have 3 blue floating. I have a Sidisi
God,
trigger,
What
and
in
I
the
have...
fuck is this turn? What is
I don't
even
know.
happening?
I'm
This game
loving
is
it.
crazy.
I'm loving
Yeah.
it.
I think the play here is to make this Sepulchral Primordial again and get Worldgorger Dragon back.
God almighty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
so...
got
and
nothing
then,
from me.
Patrick, do you have anything? No?
No, I have nothing in the graveyard.
Okay, so then
My
I
Karmic
think,
Guide got me my thing.
I think Phyrexian Metamorph is entering as a copy of Sidisi. So... Or no, sorry, it was already Sepulchral.
Yeah, the
so-
Sepulchral. Yeah.
And then Sidisi's on the stack. So I have 3 blue. Let me get a dice. I'm not a storm player. I'm not used to this. 3 blue floating. And then add black, green, and 3 more blue.
I hate this. Is foul.
And then I take another point.
Ori, this is why you don't bring Worldgorger to the fucking party.
Look, I have,
You
okay,
can
I have a
come. You
very
can come to my
simple
birthday
combo.
party, but you can't bring it. And it's
Okay. And then...
It's a very simple combo, and
Yeah.
that everyone
So-
else has access to.
well, you know what?
Worldgorger Dragon. I mill 3 off Sidisi.
Please, God, just have this turn end with you with a fucking Worldgorger. I can't.
It's looking that way.
I
It's
cannot
looking
believe
that
it.
way, to be honest.
Oh my God.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just what's going to end up happening.
That's fine. That's fine.
So I have
All right, we can
9
never kill
mana. I'll go to 3 mana with a black and 2 blue. I'll play Muldrotha.
Muldrotha, yeah.
And then, because I already played the land for the turn and I don't have any other things, I just
Oh my
fucking
God.
pass with a dragon and Muldrotha. This dragon has a bunch of shit under it. Go ahead.
Wow.
What a turn.
How do I possibly follow that? Like, how can I possibly follow that up? I don't.
Well, or you've got an upkeep trigger, so we can start there.
I sure do. Yeah. Okay. Upkeep. Worn Power Stone.
You got
3
it.
mana or Bennett.
Take it.
Yeah, you can have it.
Zach.
Sure, take it.
Okay.
I've got this dragon.
It's not even yours. That's the best part to
My
me.
dragon.
Where did you find that?
That's what you get for messing around with my graveyard. All right. So
I
I'm gonna
deserve
draw
this.
and then draw off of Howling Mine. Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
All right. I will play a mountain. Patrick,
Uh huh.
I want you to hit things.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
There is no. Look, my only thing holding me back, as far as I'm concerned, was the double fog.
I super duper want you to hit things. I cannot tell you
And
how
now
much I want
it's
you to
in Zach's hand. Yeah, no, sure. What's up? Go for it.
I'm going to hold my mana.
Oh, okay.
Pass.
Sure. All right. Okay. Oh, this seems fun. Okay, let's do this. Play a Plains, just your everyday basic Plains. And I'm gonna play this card. I've seen a bunch, and I've never seen it played. And I swear, everyone who's ever bought a commander deck has one. It's like that evolutionary escalation that everyone's just kind of stops reading it and they think it's bad, but it turns out it's actually pretty good. So I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to play Gamekeeper. So Gamekeeper is an elf that says when it dies, I may exile it, and if I do, flip cards off the top of my deck until I hit a creature, put that into the battlefield, and then put everything that was revealed this way into the graveyard. We're good? Y'all get me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do something kind of sweet.
Do it up.
Yeah, because I was thinking I could probably just use the biorhythm on Shaman of Forgotten Ways and make everyone's health total the number of creatures they have and swing at them to kill them. But I have to do this. It's calling me deep within my heart, and if I lose this game, I will never feel a moment's regret. Because I built this to be a stupid-ass value engine, and be a stupid-ass value engine I will. So I have the Gamekeeper. When it dies, this is going to happen. So now I'm going to tap 2 mana. I'm going to play Evolutionary Leap. Evolutionary Leap says I can pay a green and sacrifice a creature to reveal cards off the top of my library until I find a creature, and then put that into my hand. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna tap this Thraben Inspector, because it's probably not going anywhere, to pay for Evolutionary Leap, to sacrifice Gamekeeper. So I basically have all of the mana that I paid for. Before I do all that, because this is how things work, and I can do this, is pay 6 mana for... I'm making so much room. This is the most creatures I think I've ever had in any game of Magic ever. That tells you a lot about me and my playstyle. Also, sorry, I'm tapping incorrectly in that I have to use the Shaman for 2 of the mana. All right, we're good. I'm back. We're good.
Welcome
Everything's
back.
good, y'all. Also, sorry, I didn't Karmic Guide. I didn't Echo. Didn't get me there, YouTube. There we go. I didn't Karmic Guide. So I have 6 mana floating, and I'm going to play Brutalizer Exarch. It's a 6 mana 3/3, and that seems pretty bad. And when it comes to play, I choose 1. I either search for a creature card, reveal it, and shuffle my library, and then put that creature on top of it, or put a non-creature permanent from on the bottom of its owner's library. So it's pretty flexible. You can put a Planeswalker on the bottom of someone's deck, or maybe a Worldgorger Hydra. I won't be doing that.
Worldgorger Dragon is a creature.
I know. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
right. Well, then I'm correct that I won't be doing that. So I'm going to find a creature, and I'm going to put it on top of my library. And then, with all the stuff paid for, we're going to do the Gamekeeper.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, this is going to kick ass. And I'm just going to preemptively do this. This is like fucking Christmas morning. I'm sad that this isn't our Christmas episode. Okay, so I'm going to get Protean Hulk.
Oh, no. Oh no.
Okay, so Protean Hulk, I'm going to shuffle my library. Protean Hulk says, when it dies, search my library for any number of creature cards with total CMC 6 or less, and put them all into the battlefield, then shuffle my library.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to do this. Oh my god.
I wish I still had that Rakdos charm. God.
This is why I should have kept Flame Zealot in the deck. Flamekin Zealot. That actually would have been hype. I took it out. I'm sorry, YouTube. So Gamekeeper is exiled, and we have 2 triggers on the stack.
You have a trigger and an effect, so...
Sorry, yes. Two of them are being placed. I'm going to do it so that Gamekeeper goes first, because this is on top. Gamekeeper, I will reveal the top of my library, which is Protean Hulk, and I will put Protean Hulk into play. And nothing else goes to the graveyard. Then the Evolutionary Leap happens, and everything, I flip... Oh, there's Tooth and Nail. That would have been a fun one. And we'll keep flipping. There's a land. There's a Vidalcan Aury. More lands. Wow. Core Cartographer. So this goes to my hand. It's just a 4-mana creature that gets a plains when it comes into play.
One of my favorites.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Tap the Manglehorn. Okay? Evolutionary Leap. sacrificing Protein Hulk. Sacrifice Safi Eric's daughter so that this will come back. We're doing it. This is like, y'all, this is it. So many people do the Protein Hulk like infinite combos. I don't have a damn bit of those. I'm just going to try to put as much of my deck into play as I possibly can. So now I get to put a 6 creatures equaling up to 6 CMC. Okay, so here we go. So I found my 2 cards, and they're coming directly into play. And then Protein Hulk is back.
I think I know what one of them is.
Do you? Do you want to call the shot?
Yeah, let me just read the name from over here. Is it Mindclaw Shaman?
Hey, ding, ding, ding. It is Mindclaw Shaman. There we go. So I'm going to Birds of Paradise for my 1 mana. And then for my 5 mana, I'm going to Mindclaw Shaman. So it's a 2/2 for 5 mana that when it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand, and I can cast an instant or sorcery card from that player's hand without paying its mana cost. So, Jason, open up, buddy.
I got some real good news for you, Pat. You're gonna love this. You're really gonna love it. We got a Hostage Taker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can't do that. We got a Path to Exile.
Mm-hmm.
We've got that Cyclonic Rift you love so much.
Mm-hmm.
Got a Control Magic.
Mm-hmm.
A Hero's Downfall.
Yes.
And, buddy, let me tell you, I saved the best for last because we have an Expropriate.
Well, I mean, like, I gotta, right? Yeah, I think I'm thinking I'm gonna cast that Expropriate out of your hand.
Well, you know what? I can't say that I'm surprised. Sorry, everybody, for that happening. I really would have loved to do it to you myself.
Alrighty. So, everybody gets to choose time or money, baby. I'm gonna take an extra turn.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. You can take something.
Okay, so you get money.
I just have bodies. Yeah, I vote money.
Vote money.
Okay, Aury.
What about time? Because this is over.
Yeah, I think okay.
It's over.
All right. Well, just to super duper make sure that it is. Do I get your stuff now?
Okay, cool. I'm gonna tap just to put the final nail in the coffin here.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna tap
take
5
me home. Uh-huh.
To flash in Dictate of the Twin Gods.
Mm-hmm.
So any source that deals damage to a permanent or player deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead.
Can't imagine.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Okay.
So take me home, country roads. Let's do it.
Yeah, okay. I'll do this. I'll do this quickly then.
I didn't even get to bring out my goils.
Patrick,
So what's up?
Do you want my dragon or my elemental?
I'm gonna take your commander.
Okay, here you go.
All right, so there we go.
You
I have your
beautiful.
commander.
I've got this dragon and hubris. That's all I'm ending this game with.
I'm gonna try not to be annoying, but I think oh my god. Okay.
live your dream, Pat.
So I'm pretty sure because I now have Muldrotha that I can I can keep casting Safi Eric's daughter out of my graveyard and actually loop.
You can do that once a turn.
Yeah.
I can, right, but then I have 2 extra turns.
Right.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Okay,
with which to punch us in the face.
So then, Cameron, you can fast forward if you want, but here's what I'm gonna do. We can even do one of those Batman thing. Okay, we're back from the extra turns that I took. So you might notice my board looks a little pretty buck wild, huh? Just to so I was using Zach's Muldrotha to recast Safi Eric's daughter to keep bringing Protein Hulk back and doing it to pump stuff into my deck, and then I realized that I could get Sun Titan, which reanimates Safi, and then I could start getting all my creatures that blink Sun Titan to get it back. So I got every single creature that costs 6 or less out of the deck, and then all the way over here, I'm tapping Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. So each player's life total becomes the number of creatures that they control.
Cool.
And then we're just going to take this whole thing, the ones that can, and we're just going to...
Oh, mush.
I think that's lethal. Is that...
Probably.
Is that doing it?
I'm gonna
lethal times 2 because of Dictate.
Yeah. And then Dictate of the Twin Gods is going to double.
Yeah.
I'm gonna block with this dragon.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to block. I'm going to do this arms wide open style. Just take me.
All right. Well, God bless you all. That was...
What a game.
Yeah. No, I wasn't even trying to be coy when I was like, I don't know how I'm going to win, but this is the... Look.
That's not the way you expected, I'm sure.
Jason, I like you a lot as a person. I like Aury a lot as a person. I like Zach a lot as a person. But this is... Let this be a lesson to you, kids. If you put Expropriate in your deck, you're responsible when someone else casts it from your hand for free.
Well.
And so ends another fantastic, incredibly hilarious, perfect, handsome, beautiful, fun, amazing game of Friendetta. But it doesn't have to end just yet. If you haven't seen all of the episodes, you can click on the playlist here, and you can see them all. You can watch them in any order because you're watching this desynced from time. Pre-recorded anytime that you like. Or if you've seen them all, then maybe you can see them all again, or find a friend and watch them together with those, maybe a play group. Anyways, this show and all of my recordings and all of my creations rather are powered by Patreon. You can see the patrons scrolling by your screen right there. Friendetta uploads every single Monday, whether it's very early or in some cases very late. But either way, if you're watching this on a Monday, then that means you are one of the first people to see it. If you're watching it later in the week, it means you have only a few short days until the next installment. I'm Skarazard. We are the Friendetta crew, and I appreciate your watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. We'll see you next week.